Senator from Colorado.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I'm not sure I can add too much more beyond what has already been said. I come to the floor today to remember and add to the remembrances of the incredible life and the impactful legacy of Pat O'Toole. Senators Barrasso and Lummis, my fellow Colorado Senator Bennett, have been very eloquent. But I think sometimes really it has to be said by everyone if everything has already been said. As was mentioned, he lived on the Little Snake River Valley that winds back and forth along the border of Colorado and Wyoming. And he did make a very big impression on both states. He may have legally resided in Wyoming, but both states claim him. And more than anything else, he was a Westerner, in many ways a consummate Westerner. Pat understood Western water and agriculture. He understood conservation. And just as the West was built by barn raisings more than shootouts, he harnessed the power of collaboration to really get to the heart of the complex discussions on managing our water and our natural resources. He was not only a graduate of Colorado State University, he was a longtime supporter. Obviously, he fell in love, met his wife, defined his future at CSU before he went off to South America for a little touring. He went on to serve as the longtime president of the Family Farm Alliance, which stood up for irrigators all over the West and recognized the importance of food to the future of the country. And he touched many different groups at that intersection between agriculture and the environment. His public service and engagement spanned decades, including service as a state legislator in Wyoming, and as an appointee on President Clinton's Western Water Policy Commission. But Pat's impact wasn't just limited to the West. He was well known here on Capitol Hill. As each of the other senators have said, he testified many times, more than 20 times here in Congress. And this was not because he liked doing it or he enjoyed it, but he recognized he had a responsibility to share his expertise and to engage on legislation. He did it not because he found coming to Washington pleasurable, but because he believed in the West and his responsibility to make sure that the decisions affecting the West were made wisely. And he really pushed to make sure that we had advancements in Western water management. As Western states continue to wrestle with the extreme droughts caused by climate change, Pat's wisdom is going to direct us to good solutions, and his attention to process is going to inform us. I think it's important to remember that no matter how many hats he wore, he was always a rancher at heart, raising cattle, sheep, dogs, and children on his family ranch. He was deeply committed to preserving the farming and ranching character that's so essential to the West, and he recognized the importance of conservation in protecting and maintaining that heritage. Pat's enduring love of the land is an example to all of us. I understand and recognize that the great loss to the family, and appreciate that Sharon, Bridget, and Siobhan are here, but really it's all of our loss, and he will be sorely missed by our entire country. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.